The Third Level, by Jack Finney. About the author, Jack Finney. Jack Finney, an American writer, is famous for stories that mix reality with fantasy. He often wrote about time travel, mysterious events, and how people long for a more peaceful, simpler world. His stories usually have everyday characters who experience something strange but meaningful. The Third Level reflects Finney's typical style, ordinary life suddenly blending with the past in a surprising way. His writing makes readers question what is real and what might be a wishful escape. Background of the lesson. This story was written in a post-World War world, where people felt stress, fear, insecurity, and pressure. The idea of a third level at Grand Central Station represents the human desire to escape modern stress. The story blends psychology with fantasy, suggesting that when life becomes overwhelming, people may imagine or search for a peaceful world in the past. This background helps us understand why the narrator, Charlie, longs for a world like 1894, a time he imagines was calm, safe, and happy. Charlie claims the third level exists. Charlie begins his story directly. He says that although the presidents of two major railroads insist there are only two levels at Grand Central Station, he has personally been to a third level. This bold claim sets the mystery of the story. He even spoke to a psychiatrist friend, which shows he knows this sounds unbelievable. Psychiatrist's explanation. The psychiatrist tells Charlie it is only a waking dream wish fulfillment. According to him, Charlie is unhappy with the modern world. He explains that the world today is full of insecurity, fear, war, worry, so people naturally want to escape. Charlie's wife Louisa gets upset at the suggestion that Charlie is unhappy. Charlie feels this explanation is not completely convincing. Stamp collecting and escapism. Charlie's friends support the psychiatrist's theory. They claim that even his hobby, the stamp collecting, is a form of escape. But Charlie says his grandfather started the collection, and he did not need escape because life was peaceful in his time. Charlie proudly mentions it is a very good collection with blocks of 4, first-day covers, and more. Even President Roosevelt collected stamps, showing it's a respectable hobby, not a sign of escapism. Charlie starts telling the incident. Anyway, here's what happened at Grand Central. Charlie says that one night last summer, he worked late at the office. He was in a hurry to reach his apartment uptown. To save time, he decided to take the subway from Grand Central, because it was faster than the bus. He emphasizes that he is just an ordinary man, 31 years old, wearing normal clothes, a tan gabardine suit and a straw hat. He mentions passing many men who looked just like him, showing nothing unusual was happening at that moment. He also insists he was not trying to escape from anything, he simply wanted to go home to his wife, Louisa. How Charlie entered Grand Central. Charlie entered Grand Central from Vanderbilt Avenue. He went down the stairs to the first level, where long-distance trains like the 20th century operate. Then he walked down another flight of stairs to the second level, where suburban trains leave. From there, he moved toward an arched doorway leading to the subway. But then, he got lost. He says getting lost in Grand Central is easy because it has many corridors, tunnels, and stairs. Charlie even shares 2 earlier incidents. Once he walked through a tunnel a mile long and came out at the Roosevelt Hotel lobby. Another time, he emerged in an office building on 46th Street, 3 blocks away. Charlie's strange theory about Grand Central. Charlie says he often thinks that Grand Central is growing like a tree. According to him, it keeps adding new corridors and staircases like roots spreading underground. He imagines that there might already be long unknown tunnels stretching toward places like Times Square or Central Park. and because Grand Central has been a symbol of escape for thousands of people over the years. He wonders if that is how he ended up in a strange tunnel. But he clearly states that he never shared this theory with his psychiatrist, knowing it might sound unrealistic. Entering the strange corridor. The corridor I was in began angling left and slanting downward. Charlie notices something is wrong, but keeps walking anyway. The tunnel becomes lonely and silent, he only hears his own footsteps. He does not meet a single person, which adds to the mystery. A hollow, echoing sound ahead suggests that the tunnel is opening into a bigger space. Arrival at the third level. The tunnel turns sharply, Charlie goes down a short set of stairs. Suddenly, he steps into a new level of Grand Central Station. At first he mistakes it for the second level. But he quickly notices differences. The room is smaller. There are fewer ticket windows and train gates. The information booth is made of old-looking wood. The man in the booth wears a green eyeshade and black sleeve protectors, like clerks from the 1890s. Strange lighting and old-fashioned details. The lights are dim and flickering, not bright electric lights. Charlie realizes why. They are open-flame gaslights, used in the 19th century. There are brass spittoons, containers for spitting tobacco juice, on the floor. Everything looks old-fashioned, completely different from modern New York. This is the moment Charlie begins to sense he has stepped into another time period. Life in the station, strange old-time details. There were brass spittoons placed on the floor, something used commonly in the late 1800s. A flash of light caught Charlie's eye, a man pulling out a gold pocket watch from his vest. The man snapped it open, checked the time, and frowned. His appearance was completely old-fashioned, a derby hat, a black 4-button suit with tiny lapels, and a big handlebar mustache. Charlie noticed more people dressed in the same outdated style, full beards, sideburns, fancy mustaches. This increased Charlie's feeling that he had somehow stepped into another time period. Women's fashion and the old locomotive. A woman entered through the train gate wearing an 1890s style dress, leg of mutton sleeves and a long skirt reaching her high-buttoned shoes. Out on the tracks behind her, Charlie saw a small, old-fashioned locomotive. It was a Currier and Ives type engine, the kind seen in vintage 19th century prints, with a funnel-shaped smokestack. Seeing this confirmed Charlie's suspicion. This was not the Grand Central he knew. Everything, the clothes, the gaslights, the locomotive, pointed to the 1890s. Confirming the time period. To be absolutely sure, Charlie went to a newsboy's stand. He glanced at the stack of newspapers. The paper was The World. This newspaper hasn't been published for years in Charlie's time. The headline mentioned President Cleveland, confirming it was the 1890s. Later, Charlie checked in the public library files and found the exact edition, The World, June 11, 1894. Now he knew for certain that he was standing on the third level of Grand Central in the year 1894. Charlie plans to buy tickets. Charlie walks toward the ticket windows on the third level. He realizes he can buy tickets to anywhere in the United States in the year 1894. He decides he wants 2 tickets to Galesburg, Illinois, for himself and his wife Louisa. Charlie describes Galesburg lovingly: peaceful town, big old houses, huge lawns, shady trees. He says that in 1894, life was calm, long summer evenings, people relaxing outdoors. He dreams of escaping there, far away from the wars and stress of the modern world. The ticket clerk rejects Charlie's money. The ticket clerk calculates the fare and seems ready to sell the tickets. But when Charlie hands over his modern currency, the clerk frowns. The clerk says, "That ain't money, mister, because the notes look different." Notes in 1894 were larger and designed differently. The clerk assumes Charlie is trying to cheat him and warns he could land in jail. Afraid of trouble, Charlie quickly leaves the ticket window. Charlie tries to return to 1894. Charlie says he must have left the third level the same way he entered, through that mysterious corridor. The next day, he withdraws $300 from his bank, almost all his savings. He exchanges it for old-style currency at a coin dealer, even though it gives him less than $200 in 1894 money. He doesn't mind the loss because goods were cheaper. For example, eggs cost only 13 cents a dozen in 1894. Charlie tries many times to find the same corridor again, but he never succeeds. Louisa becomes worried and asks him to stop searching, so he goes back to his stamp collection. Sam's mysterious disappearance. Charlie says that he and Louisa are now searching for the third level every weekend. The reason? They have proof that the third level is real. Charlie reveals that his friend Sam Weiner has disappeared. No one knows where Sam has gone, he simply vanished. Charlie suspects that Sam has gone to Galesburg, Illinois, in the year 1894, a place Sam always loved hearing about. Clue found in the stamp collection. One night, while arranging his stamp collection, Charlie finds something strange. While looking through his stamp collection, Charlie finds a first day cover. A first day cover is an envelope mailed by a collector to themselves on the day a stamp is issued to prove the date. Among his oldest first day covers, he discovers one that should not have been there. It was addressed to Charlie's grandfather in Galesburg. The postmark showed the date July 18, 1894. Charlie has no memory of this envelope. It had somehow entered the collection long ago. The letter inside the first day cover. Normally, first day covers contain blank paper, but this one had a written letter. The letter was from Sam, proving he had reached the third level and traveled to 1894. Sam writes that he has been in Galesburg for 2 weeks. He describes a peaceful scene, people singing, playing music, relaxing on porches. Sam urges Charlie and Louisa, keep looking till you find the third level. It's worth it. Sam's sudden disappearance explained. After getting Sam's letter, I checked at the stamp and coin store. The store owner told me Sam had bought $800 worth of old-style currency. That amount of money was enough to start a hay, feed, and grain business in 1894. This matches what Sam always dreamed of. He often said he wanted a quiet, simple life in Galesburg. So now I finally understood, Sam really did go back in time, to 1894. Why Sam could not return. Sam cannot come back to the present world. His profession in the present was a psychiatrist. A psychiatrist simply cannot exist or work in Galesburg in 1894. Psychiatry as a medical profession was not common or modernized back then. So even if he wanted to, there was no future for him in the present. His escape to the third level allowed him to choose the peaceful life he always wished for. Questions to ponder. And now, we reach the final moment of the story. The author, Jack Finney, does not give us a clear answer. He leaves us with the ultimate question, was Charlie right about the third level, or was his psychiatrist, Sam, right that it was all in his head? The two interpretations. The letter from Sam provides powerful evidence, but we can interpret this evidence in two completely different ways. Interpretation 1. The science fiction view, time travel is real. This is the simplest way to look at the ending. If you believe this view, then the third level is a real portal through time. The proof, the first day cover is a physical piece of paper. It has a genuine postmark from July 18, 1894. This means someone, Sam, was truly in the past and sent a message back to the future. Interpretation 2. The psychological view: it's all delusion. This view argues that the letter is just another, stronger part of Charlie's mental condition. Initial diagnosis: remember, Sam himself first called the third level a waking dream wish fulfillment, a fantasy created by Charlie's mind to cope with the modern world. Final thought: the author intentionally leaves the answer vague. The third level is not just a story about time travel, it's a story about the universal human need to escape stress and find peace. Whether Charlie and Sam escaped physically or only mentally, they both ended up in the same place, a happier time called 1894. Most important themes of the third level. Theme 1. Escapism, central theme. The main theme of the story is escapism, the desire to run away from the stress of modern life. Charlie lives in a world filled with insecurity, fear, war, worry and stress, the psychiatrist's exact words from the lesson. Because of this pressure, Charlie subconsciously dreams of a peaceful past. The third level becomes his imagined escape route from modern reality to the calm, secure life of 1894 Galesburg. His habits, like stamp collecting, are also described as a temporary refuge from reality. Example from text. Charlie's psychiatrist says his experience is a waking dream wish fulfillment, proof that Charlie wants to escape. Theme 2. Conflict between reality and imagination. A strong theme is the clash between what is real and what Charlie believes to be real. Grand Central officially has only 2 levels, yet Charlie insists he found a third level. The story never tells us directly whether the third level exists or not. Every time Charlie tries to find it again, it disappears, strengthening the theme of imagination versus reality. Even the final twist with Sam's letter makes us question whether it's real or part of Charlie's fantasy. Example from text. Charlie says, "I saw the third level at Grand Central, everybody agreed it couldn't be real." Theme 3. Time travel as a metaphor. The lesson uses time travel not as science fiction, but as a symbol of longing for the past. The third level transports Charlie to the year 1894, shown through old-fashioned clothes, gaslights, brass spittoons, the newspaper The World, a courier and Ives locomotive. These accurate historical details make Charlie's experience feel real to him. Time travel here represents the human tendency to escape to better times. Example from text. The newspaper dated June 11, 1894 proves to Charlie that he really went back in time, at least in his mind. Theme 4. Anxiety in the modern world. The story highlights how the fast pace of modern life affects mental health. Charlie is not the only one, the narrator says, everybody I know wants to escape. The world Charlie lives in is filled with fear, war, insecurity, pressure, constant worry. This stress drives people like Charlie, even Sam the psychiatrist, to seek peace in imagination. Example from text. Charlie says life today is full of worries, but 1894 is peaceful, with long evenings, quiet conversations, fireflies, and people sitting on lawns. Theme 5. Human longing for the past. A deep theme is nostalgia, the wish to return to simpler, safer times. Charlie romanticizes 1894 as a world of peace, security, and long summer evenings. His memories of Galesburg represent innocence and the comfort of childhood. Even Sam, the psychiatrist, ultimately chooses to escape to 1894, proving the universal desire to return to the past. The story shows that the past becomes a psychological refuge during stressful times. Example from text. Sam's letter describes people singing on porches, drinking lemonade, and enjoying peaceful evenings, a contrast to modern chaos. Character analysis, the third level. Charlie, the protagonist. Charlie is a 31-year-old ordinary man who works in an office in New York. He longs for peace and escape from the stress of the modern world. His personality shows he is imaginative, sensitive, and nostalgic. Key quote: "I'm just an ordinary guy named Charlie, 31 years old. I just wanted to get home to Louisa, my wife." His desire to escape reflects the central theme, the conflict between reality and wishful thinking. Louisa, Charlie's supportive wife. Louisa is loving but becomes worried when Charlie insists the third level is real. She represents the voice of reason in the story. When she sees Charlie becoming obsessed, she asks him to stop looking for the third level. Key quote: "Louisa was pretty worried when I told her all this, and didn't want me to look for the third level anymore. Yet later, she joins him in searching when they find Sam's letter." Sam Weiner, the psychiatrist and friend. Sam is Charlie's psychiatrist friend who initially tells him that the third level is a waking dream wish fulfillment. Ironically, Sam himself escapes to 1894 and sends Charlie a letter from Galesburg. This twist blurs the line between reality and fantasy. Key quotes: "He said it was a waking dream wish fulfillment. The note is signed Sam. Sam was my psychiatrist." His character shows that everyone longs for escape, not just Charlie. Charlie's grandfather, mentioned character. Though not directly appearing, he influences Charlie through his stamp collection. Represents connection to the past and a simpler era. Charlie believes his grandfather lived in a peaceful time without the worries of modern life. Key quote: "My grandfather didn't need any refuge from reality, things were pretty nice and peaceful in his day." He symbolizes nostalgia, one of the key themes. Most important symbols in the third level. Symbol 1. The third level. Meaning: represents escape from reality, especially from the stress, fear, and insecurity of the modern world. Symbolizes the human desire to find a peaceful, simpler past. Examples from the lesson. Charlie finds the third level when he is feeling pressured by work and modern life. The psychiatrist says it is a waking dream wish fulfillment, meaning Charlie wishes for escape. Life in 1894 is described as peaceful, with long summer evenings and people relaxing on lawns. Symbol 2. Grand Central Station. Meaning: represents the confusing, hectic modern world, full of stress and tension. Symbolizes how people today feel lost, just like Charlie in its endless tunnels. Examples from the lesson. Charlie says he always gets lost in its new staircases, corridors, doorways. He jokes that the station keeps growing like a tree, suggesting chaos and unpredictability. Modern life equals constant pressure. Grand Central equals physical representation of that confusion. Symbol 3. Stamp collection. Meaning: represents nostalgia, connection to the past, and a peaceful escape. Shows Charlie's attraction to older, simpler times. Examples from the lesson. The psychiatrist calls stamp collecting a temporary refuge from reality. Charlie's grandfather, who lived in peaceful times, began the collection. Sam's letter reaches Charlie through a first day cover, proving the past still exists for them. Symbol 4. Old-style currency, 1894 money. Meaning: represents Charlie's strong desire to enter the past and make it real. Symbolizes the difference between harsh modern reality and his fantasy. Examples from the lesson. Charlie withdraws $300 and buys old-style currency worth less than $200. The 1894 ticket clerk rejects his modern bills. "That ain't money, mister." Shows clash between two worlds, fantasy versus reality. Symbol 5. Sam's first day cover. Meaning symbolizes belief, hope, and the possibility that Charlie's imagined world might be real. Represents the blending of fantasy and reality, the central idea of the story. Examples from the lesson. The letter is dated July 18, 1894. Sam writes, "I found the third level, keep looking till you find it." The impossible letter gives proof of the third level's existence. Message of the story: the human need to escape stress. The story shows how people living in a stressful, insecure modern world often look for escape. Charlie's third level represents the deep desire to find peace away from worries, war, and pressure. It also highlights how the mind creates comforting illusions when reality becomes overwhelming. Ultimately, the story teaches that humans constantly look for a space, real or imagined, where life feels safe, calm, and hopeful. Moral of the story: peace comes from within, not from escaping reality. Running away from problems is not the solution, learning to face reality is. Charlie's journey shows that wishful thinking cannot replace real-life responsibilities. The story suggests that finding peace requires balancing past nostalgia, present duties, and future hopes. True happiness comes when we accept life as it is, and create calmness within, instead of searching for imaginary third levels. Conclusion: a blend of fantasy and reality. The third level beautifully mixes imagination with everyday life to show how stress shapes human behavior. Through Charlie, Sam, and Louisa, the story explores themes like escapism, nostalgia, and psychological pressure. The mysterious third level remains unexplained, symbolizing that some escapes exist only in the mind. The story ends by reminding us that even in a chaotic world, we can create our own small spaces of peace. A powerful, thought-provoking story that encourages students to reflect on time, stress, and the need for inner calm. The third level reminds us that in a world filled with stress, pressure, and constant hurry, the human mind naturally longs for peace and escape. Through Charlie's strange experience at Grand Central Station, Jack Finney beautifully blends fantasy with reality to show that sometimes our imagination creates doors to comfort and hope. Whether the third level truly existed or was only a product of Charlie's mind, the story highlights a powerful truth, that every person wishes for a simpler, safer time where life feels calm and meaningful. In the end, the message is not about proving whether the third level is real, but about understanding why people seek such escapes, and how hope, memory, and longing can shape our experiences. The story leaves us with a gentle reminder to slow down, cherish peace, and find moments of escape in healthy, meaningful ways.